My FPL Gameweek 29 team selection. In today's video, we're going to look at how my team fared in Gameweek 28, as well as how my team is lining up going into the first blank game week of the season. But before we head right in, this video is brought to you by myself, FPL.CARNAGE, in association with BGW29. Okay, so in game week 28, my team scored a total of 51 points. I had Pickford in goal. In the game against Everton, he scored just 2 points in that game. It was a 1-1 draw. I was really hoping that Everton would get a clean sheet out of that game, to be very honest. Wolves didn't look like they had, much to offer in terms of attacking threats since losing Cunha to the ban in the FA Cup game. So I just had like high hopes for Everton keeping a clean sheet in that game. But 2 points from Pickford, 2 points from Nuri, my first defender going into game week 28 as well. My second defender was Trent Alexander-Arnold. Unfortunately, they conceded the goal in the first half against Southampton over the weekend. Although they still, they did a comeback to win 3-1, which was expected, but we didn't see him get any attacking return. So just 2 points from him, 2 points from Gabriel as well. That was my third defender in the game against Manchester United. Clean sheet got cancelled from a really, really terrific free kick from Bruno Fernandes in that game. 1-1 draw, 2 points from Gabriel. In my midfield, I had Mo Salah, 30 points, finally broken his own record that he set in 2017-2018 season. He is now at 306 points. Returned 30 points as my captain, 15 points in game week 28. Having Salah. My second midfielder was Brian Mbuemo in the game against Aston Villa. Honestly, it's a bit up and down when it comes to Mbuemo. So he holds or like gets potential attacking returns when you least expect against the teams you least like expecting to get attacking returns against. I was really hoping for a potential return in this game against Aston Villa, seeing as they have a really, really like a terrible defense. One of the bottom five potentially in the league. But yeah, nothing from him. 2 points from him. I also had Clivert in my team. 5 points from him. Got the assist in the 2-2 draw against Tottenham over the weekend. My fourth midfielder was Cole Palmer. Just the 1 point from him in the game against Leicester. Honestly, I have no words to describe the kind of form and the rough patch he's going through currently. I think a lot of managers may have moved away or are still moving away and plan to move away from him on wildcard and all, and the rest. So it's just been really frustrating owning Cole Palmer as an asset currently, especially looking at his price. So just the 1 point from him, up in attack. I had Chris Wood in the game against Manchester City, just the 2 points, but they were able to get 1-0 win in the game against Man City to clinch and hold on to the third position in the Premier League table. Alexander Isak with just 2 points as well in the game against West Ham, but they did manage to win 1-0 to climb up to sixth as they chase Champions League football next season. I did a move, so I went Cunha to Marmoush, which didn't really pay off for me. I was thinking of going Strand Larson, but I mean, that didn't work out as well. So, no harm, no foul. Mamouche came off the bench in the 67th minute or so and just returned 1 point. Rogers on my bench returned 3 points as per usual. Um, yeah, so just the 3 points from him. I had Robinson as well on my bench with 0 points in the game over the weekend, and then Veltman, who is still out injured. So, this is how my team scored a total of 51 points in game week 28. A red arrow taking me from 272 to 337. But yeah, we have a few positives that we can take going into the first blank. So yeah, we'll try to build on that, right? In game week 29, my team basically looks the same with just, a few changes here and there due to, the teams that are going to be blanking like Liverpool, Newcastle, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace, and the rest, right? So in goal, I still have Pickford. He is going to be playing at home to West Ham United. I think that's a game where Pickford should be able to get something out of. He should be able. I believe Everton are due a clean sheet, and I think this is a game where we may even see a nil-nil draw in this game or a 1-0 draw for either side, right? Hopefully Everton gets that clean sheet in the game against West Ham. My first defender is going to be Gabriel at home to Chelsea. Chelsea have kept back-to-back clean sheets against Southampton and Leicester, but let's see how they fare against Arsenal. Martinelli is back. Arsenal have been doing well. 9-3 scoreline against PSV on aggregates in the Champions League, so they look fairly decent going into this game against Chelsea. So I think we may see one or two or three goals in the game from Arsenal, and maybe we may see a set piece goal from Gabriel. I don't know what the chances are that Chelsea do get a goal in this game because they just haven't looked like that attacking side, and they struggled to get a goal against Leicester as well. So yeah, but Gabriel is my first defender. My second defender is going to be Nuri away to Southampton. I do believe Wolves are still going to concede in this game just because their defense is quite terrible and Southampton don't really have much to lose. So they come out and they just play their football. And I believe that they're going to get something out of this game against Wolves, possibly a goal or something. But Wolves may end up winning the game. My third defender is going to be Robinson at home to Tottenham. Hasn't really had his best of games in his last three game weeks, but due to the blanks, we're just trying to go with the players that we have available in the team. So Robinson is going to be my third defender at home to Tottenham. I see Fulham conceding in this game, to be very honest. So I'm just hoping for a potential attacking return from Robinson in this game. My fourth defender is going to be Alexander Arnold, but as you know, he is injured and also not going to be like Liverpool doesn't have a game this particular game week, so I'm looking to move away from him. Potential defenders, I think, are best replacements for him due to the injury, not just like talking about the game 29 blank. So just because of injury, I think with the turn of Man City's fixtures, I think Vardio could be a potentially good asset to look at if you're looking at moving away from Trent. If you still want to keep the Liverpool assets, you could go Konate, but I don't advise going Arnold to Konate in a blank game week where you need all the players you can get, unless you have a full starting squad. And even at that, I really wouldn't recommend it. Nuri is there. You could also go for a Manchester United defender if you're feeling, lucky. So yeah, potential defenders. You could also get a Crystal Palace, asset like Munoz, but like I said, I don't really recommend getting a player that doesn't play this week unless you already have like a full 11 to field and you just feel like using a transfer or something. So yeah, in my midfield, I still have Brian Mbeumo. He's going to be away to Bournemouth. He hasn't really had a terrific goal scoring record away from home, and we all know how solid Bournemouth can be when they play at home. Bournemouth may even end up keeping a clean sheet, if I'm being honest, in this game. But hopefully, Mbeumo can get something out of this game. He's due a goal. I don't think he has returned a goal in his last three games. So I think he's due a goal, and this could be a game he gets something out of. I also have Clivert at home to Brentford. Clivert has been a really good scoring form. He had 10 points the week before last weekend and then still returned an assist. He also had a goal like get chopped off. So he could have potentially returned the goal and assist against Tottenham. So I'm banking on him going into this game against Brentford. Brentford have a really terrible XGC when they're playing away from home, and Clivert is on penalties as well. I have Cole Palmer away to Arsenal. Hopefully, we see him get back to goal scoring form against them. Having blanked in his last 8 weeks, 8 game weeks. I have Morgan Rogers, who I'll potentially be moving away from this week as I look to get midfielders replacing potentially maybe Bruno Fernandes, or I could get Bowen, when I move away from Alexander Arnold. I could potentially get Kudus as well. I could get Mitoma to target their fixtures after Man City. And I don't think the Man City game is such a bad fixture to target, looking at their defensive weaknesses in previous games as well. So yeah, up in attack, I have Marmoush at home to Brighton. I'm hoping he gets the start after being rested over the weekend against Nottingham Forest. And Chris Wood at going away to Ipswich Town. That could be a tricky game. But yeah, I think Forest edge that game and come out with victory. I think Chris Wood is going to be a popular captain pick as well this week. But if I bring in Bruno Fernandes, he will most likely be my captain. And I do see myself bringing in Bruno Fernandes most likely. He's been a really good scoring form, pulling Manchester United out of, tight situations, tight games and everything. So, just because I wouldn't be able to get Haaland, I think I would go with Bruno Fernandes. So that's what my team looks like going into game 29. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section. I'll get back to them as soon as I can. This video is brought to you by myself, FPL Carnage, in association with Giga.